Alright guys, welcome back to another reaction video. My name is James.
Ninetailedbrush.
And today we're going to be watching WandaVision episode 7. So, last episode was a very big episode. Like every WandaVision episode, we had a very big discussion. I guess to do a short version of that, what are your theories going into an episode 7?
Okay, so I feel like with, what's her name? Agatha. I feel like she was, for me at least, a very big culprit. Okay. Before that episode. But now she's seeming a lot more
normal.
Yeah, I mean, because it looked like she was like brainwashed or whatever.
Yeah, she looks on the same level as everybody else.
Now I'm still a little sus for her. Okay. But not as much as before. Okay. I'm more sus of the Quicksilver guy. Okay. Right, because I think I said the last episode that he feels like he's
You're saying like he has an agenda or something.
Yeah, like it feels like he's trying to get her to do something.
Uh-huh. Right, but we don't know what.
Like. No. Yeah, I said that whole thing about like I can't really remember, but
no. I mean, we went into pretty good detail. Yeah. Also, there was the other thing about Sword was tracking Vision.
Oh yeah. So they also have some sort of like hand in this. That's also I don't think I mentioned that last episode.
I think we talked about it afterwards.
Yeah, like that's also a big thing because it's like, you know, I was also sus of like Sword because I mean it just feels like that sort of organization thing that says they're doing good but they're kind of doing shady stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so
like every government organization of all time.
Yeah, and so I just feel that like they could possibly, you know, have done something to Vision or want something from Vision, his body, whatever. Okay. And Wanda like broke him out or something because she didn't like whatever. But clearly they want Vision. There's something about Vision, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not exactly sure if like Wanda is even their main. Okay. Yeah. You know, target.
Yeah, we'll see. So because Loki is over, we're going to be doing 2 episodes of Wanda just for like 1 week. For I guess the finale it'll be. You guys are going to get 2 episodes of Wanda. And yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. As always, full-length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as, I guess, next week's reaction. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out. If you're wondering what we're going to be doing after this, everybody's throwing out different Marvel shows. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break from Marvel, but not superheroes. So we're going to do the X-Men movies. We're going to go back and do a bunch of those. And then possibly the Daredevil show, because if you guys know, you know. And then maybe we'll come and revisit some of the Marvel shows that may or may not apply to. So yeah, that's kind of the general plan. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. Like I said, full-length reactions up on Patreon. Next week's reactions up on Patreon. If you want to go check that out, support us. It really does help us. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. We're almost at we got 3 more episodes, including this episode.
Oh, okay, wow.
So we're right up on the end here.
Something's gonna happen.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching, and let's just get into WandaVision episode 7.
On WandaVision, you've gone through the boundary twice already, Monica. The energy inside has rewritten.
Oh yeah, it's like something was happening to her.
To reach those outside of Westview and make sense of our situation.
I'm wondering if I'm gonna come out of this episode with any answers or just more questions.
Well, there's 3 more episodes to keep you questioning, so watch. The show's just not gonna answer anything.
But I feel like they gotta start clearing up early because there's a lot to clear up.
Well, we're still in the TV shows.
Okay.
We're getting, I think this is like 2000s now.
Yeah, this feels way more.
It's like The Office. Oh dang. What is...
Just resting her eyes.
Mom, my head feels weird. It's like really noisy.
We don't have video games anymore. We have card games.
I plan on taking a quarantine-style staycation. A whole day.
Okay.
Just myself.
This is a bathrobe kind of day.
Stuff's a little
not under control.
Yeah.
Did you see there's like a missing? Yeah. What the heck? It's black and white.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It's probably just a case of the Mondays. Am I right?
Yeah, but when you get the Mondays...
That's a little different than just the...
Or this is like a total parody of The Office episode.
I don't know.
This is the only show I got. Because I'm too young to get any other references.
Gotcha.
Alright, well they...
Oh, okay, well
They did kind of bounce back pretty quick.
Okay.
Signal's gone.
Make sure the team has everything they need. We launched today.
I mean, at least he's fixed.
You're the new clown? Yeah, at least you're already in makeup.
Yeah, I'm not great at this gig, I gotta be honest. It doesn't really speak to my skill set. In for the bearded lady, but this alabaster complexion wasn't fooling anyone.
You don't remember me from last night?
That didn't make you any less creepy.
It was an unspoken understanding.
Okay.
Hard pass.
Last night, Uncle P said that thing about re-killing Dad.
Don't believe anything that man said. He is not your uncle. I'm your mom. And as such, you were counting on me to have all the answers, right? Well, I don't. I have.
You're not supposed to tell them that part.
Zero. Nada. Niente.
That's not funny.
Everything is meaningless.
Got through in the nick of time. Because she was one split end away from cutting her own bangs.
Oh no.
That's when you
and
know
that's
it's
a
real.
disaster.
Go with Agnes. I promise I won't fight.
I actually did bite a kid once.
What? What?
Now, if this were just a fake TV show, I would say that this would actually help her. But
Yeah. I mean, maybe because she's expanding her, like she's, you know, spreading her powers
range
too thin.
Yeah. Because we saw it. It was limited last time.
Yeah, like the people were like not moving and stuff.
Yeah.
Reports. We're all on the same project.
Okay.
Codename Cataract.
Cataract, like eye cataracts?
So focused on tracking vision inside the hex.
Wait, okay.
Want to send your weapon back?
Someone has to tell Wanda.
I'm trying to bring him back online.
Yeah. But we don't have the Mind Stone.
Yeah, so then maybe he's gonna try to utilize like Vision like a freaking drone, basically.
Of course. I mean, he's made of vibranium, right? I mean...
Whoa.
Oh, dang.
It's looking like some sort of like space cruiser, you know?
You tried to help me.
Doubtful. I'm notoriously self-involved.
No, please, just...
It's kind of fun seeing her play a completely different character.
You're bad back. Whoa. Okay.
Darcy Lewis, I intercepted the communication regarding your work. Hey!
Yeah, back at the beginning, I think.
She's not going anywhere.
Oh!
I'm a children's surgeon.
That I don't know.
And who is that
Because we
supposed to
don't
be?
even know what they are. You have to love her acting, though. Like, I love how she's a completely different character in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, she's so good.
It's interesting how
Oh.
it's playing it off as like not serious, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, dude.
Out here? Do you just want to be left alone? Ask your doctor about Nexus. Or the reality of
That's
your
actually really
choice.
cool.
Whoa.
Side effects include feeling your feelings, confronting your truth, seizing your destiny. Because the world doesn't revolve around you. Or does it?
Any for your thoughts?
This is one of the first times
I like it here.
that Wanda hasn't been
Oh, for sure. Oh,
You don't have to worry about your mom.
Wait, which one had which powers? He had the quick
Speed.
Okay.
Something. We don't actually really know what Wicked's powers were. It's not.
But
quite,
he wasn't the speed one.
Like, yeah.
But he could hear thoughts or something.
Yes.
Remember he heard
yes,
vision?
He could.
Godspeed, Captain.
Aw, darn, I wish we could have used more of...
I wish Wu could have gone in with her.
Yeah, we could have used his kung fu, you know? he was popping off last episode.
Well, let's see if it gets through.
You're driving really fast. Shoot.
It doesn't look like it's going. Oh. Dude.
It's not letting...
It's not doing anything. Now it's just... Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Careful.
Huh.
No. No.
Oh, shoot. No. Wait. But we don't know what that's gonna do to her.
Yeah. She's almost through, dude.
Oh. Is she seeing things like for how they really are, maybe, or something?
It's like she's seeing like energy or something.
That's true, yeah. It's like the electricity.
Yeah, because it was all around the electricity, the wires.
Yes. But it's not that simple.
Oh gosh, we have to explain it. Holy, that's a...
Hey, you thought you had relationship problems before.
Oh, man, another red light? Not overkill on the sticks here and everything.
Why are you following the light? I mean, of course, always follow the lights.
Wanda is creating these impediments to stop me returning home.
It's weird because we were back to the show.
Yeah.
But now we're back to the show again. What the heck? Because it got real for a moment, that's why.
Yeah.
Wanda?
Oh my gosh, what is gonna happen?
Wanda! What are you doing? Wanda, bring him down. Talk to me about that. I want to hear about it.
Oh.
All you do is lie!
Whoa, what was that?
We don't know.
Wait, what?
The only lies I've told are the ones you put in my mouth. Careful. That's where you and Hayward differ. He's gonna burn Westview to the ground just to get what he wants. Don't let him make you the villain.
Maybe I already am.
But once you start accepting it...
Yeah.
The worst thing I can think of has already happened to me. And I can't change it. I can't undo it. I can't control this pain anymore. And
Well, you're not meant to.
Wanda, young lady, I think you overstayed your welcome. Poor Wanda's been through enough.
Sus meter for Agnes. Gone back up. Major.
This is how I feel. Like, actually, this is so relatable.
Anytime I need to get somewhere fast,
I'm late.
everything.
Oh no!
You hit all the red lights. There's traffic.
Talking to you. This is absurd.
The little mic.
I need to get my life.
Yeah, screw following the rules.
Sit down. Right back with that. Oh,
Why is it so sinister?
Well,
Why the kids are missing?
yeah, where are the kids?
Oh, you're probably just playing in the basement.
You know, kids love the basement.
Yeah. Thought you would have said something like they're playing upstairs or something, but... This is a weird basement.
That's getting a little weird.
I mean, it feels like not a basement, right? This doesn't feel like a basement. What is these walls?
Where is this?
It's like a temple.
Wanda, you didn't think you were the only magical girl in town, did you?
Oh, wait, what the heck?
The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you, dear.
Wait, she has powers like... What? What?
She's literally the director.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And I killed Sparky, too.
Oh, okay, now you're a real villain. Okay. I'm worried for her a little bit.
Yeah.
But she does seem to have some sort of powers or something. Or something.
It seems like it.
Snooper's gonna snoop.
Well, you found out something.
Okay, so Agatha? That was her real name?
Yeah.
Agatha.
I believe she's a character in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Like when we were watching the show, like everybody was sussing her.
Okay, yeah.
Because they were like, Agnes sounds like Agatha Harkness put together. And I think she's
you're right.
She's
Agatha
like a big
Harkness.
baddie in the comics, so that's why that may have felt a little bit like a name drop, and it was like it wasn't.
Okay. No, that's
Wasn't that so cool? Like the way they did the whole musical reveal and everything.
that was really cool. It was really honestly, it was kind of catchy and stuff too.
Dude, that was a bop.
Like, okay, so, but does that explain a lot of things? I'm trying to think. Like,
let's look at what they actually explained first, because they showed her in connection to things, right?
yeah.
So like even before you go to the theory of it, they showed her having done certain things.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly said Agatha was basically behind a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah. So they said she had something to do with the brother.
Yeah.
They said that. They showed her as a director, which I feel like is kind of a revealing.
Yeah, it's like
symbol.
She has been manipulating a lot of things,
Yeah.
right? It seems like she has been. I mean, they showed a few little scenes that I'm not exactly sure what happened exactly, like as far as like, you know, according to whatever plan or whatnot. I guess she stopped the neighbor,
Yeah.
right, that one time.
Yeah.
I'm still not
She
exactly
killed the dog.
sure. That's true. She killed the dog. I'm still wondering what the whole brother thing is. So I'm at the end there.
And we know Agatha is somehow related to that.
But
We don't really know how.
That's true. The crazy thing is, though, is now we know that she, like, before I was sussing her, right? But
Yeah.
now we know that she has powers. That's a whole...
What? Yeah.
That's different, right? And it's almost like... What it's kind of giving me a vibe is, like, she's kind of like Wanda. Like, she's like a witch or something, right? At least that's what it feels.
Wanda's telekinetic, right?
Oh, okay, but they call her the Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, like I guess I call her that, but like technically,
Is she not actually...
technically
related
she's
to
never
it?
been called that in the movies.
Oh, okay, that's true.
So
Yeah,
is that
that's
what you think
true.
it is?
I think she's some sort of like... She feels like a sort of like sorceress or something, right?
Okay.
I mean,
She did say something about magic at the end.
Yeah, she said she wasn't the only one without magic or whatever. Wanda wasn't, right?
Yeah.
But like that whole place, like I don't know if it's underground or whatnot, but that weird.
Yeah. It is. It's like some weird because Monica went underground. It's like some weird underground thing.
Yeah, it had like feels like very like witch like or cult like or something, right?
Yeah.
And then there was like that weird book. you know, it just feels like a grimoire or something like that, right? So it feels very tied into magic. So I feel like she's some sort of like, you know, I want to say like witch or something.
Okay.
And so because of that, it makes me think of Wanda because I know that she is called like the Scarlet Witch or something, right? And so it's like there's got to be some sort of tie-in or something.
Well, and you were talking earlier in the show about the hex. Yeah,
like the hex.
So there is something, but there's like, I don't know. I feel like we're missing a piece.
I mean, the biggest thing is like I don't
because it doesn't quite make sense. Like Wanda isn't the MCU is very big about, you know, like Doctor Strange is one of the few magical people in the MCU, and the MCU went out of their way in like Thor and different things to be like, look, there is different understandings. This is not magic. This is science of a different kind or whatever. And she got experimented on by the Mind Stone.
That is true. I mean, the only thing that like made me kind of like tie it together a little bit as far as like Wanda and magic stuff is like her powers feel like magic. No, right?
Also, I feel like both of them have similar like they have different colors, but like it looked a little bit like a weird wispy thing. That's like very similar to Wanda's. You're right.
And Wanda, and even her name, like Wanda, I don't know. It just feels like she should be some sort of like magic, and then her name, right? Her superhero name or whatever. And so that's why it feels like, okay, now we're introducing this other character who says she also uses magic, right? So it's like almost like, you know, she's implying that Wanda uses magic, and then but it could be that she's just referring to powers as magic, right?
Yeah.
But then she's also using these weird powers. She's changing her clothes. She's like there's that weird ghosty stuff coming off of the brother, right?
Oh yeah.
And then and so it just feels like she's some sort of like sorceress.
Yeah, we don't know, and
I mean, unless like it's kind of hard to because there's no real like color scheme as far as like things related to the Mind Stone. I mean, do we want to say like the Mind Stone's goldish, right?
Yeah.
And so, but Wanda's powers are red, so it's kind of like, oh, I can't really put anything together there. Like, it's not the powers. Could it be the powers from the Mind Stone, and she was experimented on too? I don't know.
Possibly.
Maybe.
I mean, my counter to that would be that she doesn't sound foreign. So that would be a huge... I mean, it could be possible, but that would be a huge, gigantic addition of information that they experimented with the Mind Stone outside of Sokovia or Eastern Europe, and it was on an American chick, Agnes.
I mean, my whole thing is like... I mean, the changing the clothes things to like black, the whole grimoire, magical book aesthetic, it makes it feel like, no, this isn't like science experiments.
No, I agree. You have some evidence, especially as far as Agnes being like a witch or something.
Yeah, and then...
But we get the brother showing up at the end. That's huge. And we got stuff with Monica. What's going on with that?
Yeah... Yeah, so we can talk about the brother first because that's related to Agnes.
Yeah.
Agnes?
Agatha, I guess.
Agatha. That's related to Agatha.
I was so nervous I was going to say Agatha when we were watching the show.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't think that would have done anything.
You don't know how paranoid I was?
I don't know if that would have done
anything. Oh, man.
Because I don't know who Agatha is. But, yeah, so the brother... I mean, I'm not sure because I don't know the extent of Agatha's powers, but it does seem like she was. I mean, it showed that she was like the one manipulating him or
well, do you think she has the same powers as Wanda, or do you think they're magic?
I think they're magic.
Okay.
Because of just that scene where Wanda was walking through that place at the end.
Yeah, okay. Because it did. It looked like this like ancient weird temple, something or other.
Now, could that mean that they're still the same powers as Wanda somehow?
Possibly. Right? I mean, like, right now we don't know.
I think,
and if
it's
anything, it's been the
possible.
opposite. We have a pretty clear scientific basis of Wanda's powers, like telekinesis, mind control.
Yeah, but that all, I mean, it all could be magic in one way or another. Like, because, I mean, telekinesis, okay, but, like, I get that if you move objects with your mind, I guess it's not considered.
Well,
like,
it's not Doctor Strange magic.
No.
Right?
It's
So-
very magic. I mean, not magic.
It's
the opposite, right?
It's superhero powers.
But-
it's not magic. Just throwing. I really am just adding to the thought.
If we think about, like, Loki and that whole shebang, right? They were able to control people or kind of, like, manipulate their minds, and they called it magic.
Yeah, that is true.
Right?
That is true. And that was magic, I'm almost positive.
And so I feel like what Wanda is kind of getting into, because she's clearly, like, expanding her powers and the things that she can do.
Yes.
So I'm not sure if, like, we're still on the line of, like, sciencey superpower powers. We might be, starting to tip over into, like, magic.
Mystical arts.
Yeah.
To put it in Doctor Strange's words.
So, like,
Okay.
I feel like it could be something like that.
Okay.
But I'm not sure because, I mean, it looked kind of similar. That's why I was thinking, like, and that's why I'm thinking, like, is there some sort of correlation between the two? Do they have some sort of, like, is there some sort of background history that we don't know?
Yeah, I mean,
that's the biggest thing, right? Because,
of course.
I mean,
because who is this lady, right?
Yeah,
So,
who
like,
is this lady?
we know
Why
it's
are we
Agatha.
doing
Like, great,
this?
it was you all along. What
Why?
the heck are you doing? And why are
That's
you
the
doing
goal,
it? Yeah,
right? That is the biggest thing. And so we have the brother.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me feel like the brother did have, like, an agenda, right? Because
of his own volition.
no, I mean just his whatever, his being or whatever.
Okay.
Agatha just putting him there.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like she was trying to make him do something to Wanda.
Okay.
Right? Otherwise, I feel like they wouldn't have highlighted, Wanda and him kind of, like, butting heads a lot, right? They were
Yeah.
always butting heads.
Well, I mean, she even said in this episode, she was like she was completely alienating him from the kids.
No, for sure. Now, I mean, she blasted him away basically last episode, so it's understandable. But it's.
So, do you think he's like working with Agatha?
I'm not sure. I feel like that's too unclear because it could be that, or it could be her just controlling him. You know, I'm not sure because I don't know her powers. Kind of. She clearly has some sort of control over people, right, or things, because she was able to stop that one dude. And if we think about
Which
it,
guy?
The neighbor, right? Wasn't she able to, like, pause or mess
I think
him up
that
a
was
little bit?
Wanda,
Wait, are you sure?
the neighbor.
Remember the neighbor that was cutting the?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right.
So because of that, it's like she has some sort of power over people or something, right? And then there's that weird stuff coming off of that guy. So it could be like she's controlling him. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, it seems like they're at least on the same side.
That's true. Yeah. I was thinking, like, is it possible that? Well, no. I was thinking if, like, did she create him or something? Like, I was thinking about, like, the sons, like Wanda and
there
stuff.
really could be endless possibilities.
Yeah,
right
because
now.
we don't know.
Because it's like
what
literally
the
how we
powers
were
are.
joking about it in the episode. It's like, oh yeah, you did answer a question, and now I have like a million more.
No, yeah, it's literally that. The fact that she is even able to manipulate the scene, basically, right? The show, let's say, makes me think, like, okay, then how much of it is Wanda and how much of it is you, right? Because if we say that you're the director, what exactly are you directing? You know, are you,
Wanda's the star.
Are you, like,
if she's the director?
controlling the environment?
I don't know. I mean, we saw, from what we've seen, just looking at the evidence that we have, it seems like Wanda has some control. But in past episodes, you were sussing some other things. And so that explains the brother ringing the doorbell. And she was like, that's not me. And it was Agnes. So there are some things that she's not controlling, but clearly, like, she very obviously expanded the boundaries of the hex. So I feel like it's like, okay, that's pretty clear.
I mean,
she has some control.
One of my biggest questions, well, not biggest questions, but like a little thing that's been bothering me. I feel like that's kind of opposite, but whatever. Was the barrier not letting certain people in?
Okay.
So I'm wondering if that was just Wanda not being able to keep everyone out, and that's why Monica was able to get in.
Well, I feel like that leads us to our Monica discussion. What's going on with Monica?
That's true.
Because before we had the information we did that was a good idea, but now it seems like it's like, well, maybe Monica's just special.
Yeah, because, I mean, very clearly there is something, like, different.
There's something going on with the blue eyes, and there was some sort of power emission when she got dropped on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Not from Wanda.
No.
From her.
Like, she was protecting herself. It felt like Wanda was trying to drop her heart.
Yeah, it helped her fall.
Like,
yeah.
Was sturdy to it. I'm not sure what is exactly up with her. It feels like, well, this is the thing, is like, she never talked about it. She hasn't said anything about having any sort of powers or anything, really. No. Right? She came back from, what do you call it? The snap.
Yeah.
Right?
She seemed totally normal. We've had no evidence about anything like this.
But I mean, listen, when you get disintegrated into like nothingness and then come back, that could do a few things to you.
Yeah.
And then going through the barrier a few times.
Well, there was the thing they were talking about, like her blood work or whatever.
Yeah, right? And so that combined with whatever, like,
yeah,
I don't know how superheroes work, but that sounds like a superhero origin story, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I feel like it's
she got bit by a radioactive TV.
Some sort of power, it's gotta be.
It seems like it.
She was like seeing the energy moving through the power lines and stuff.
Yeah.
It's I'm not sure what exactly it is though. That's the real thing. It's like, what is it?
I don't even know if like, it doesn't seem like she's using it either.
No,
so it's like, I don't think she knows what it is. If it is something, I don't think she knows what it is. It's like an instinct.
Yeah, it's just something that's just happening to her.
Yeah.
You know? It's like the body's trying to protect her, kind of, you know, that sort of thing. But I feel like it came from like the going through like the barrier a lot.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, they said something was going to happen the last time.
But
they did.
But then it doesn't answer the question.
What question?
Of why it let her through. Because that only works if she was special before, and that's why she's able.
Oh, that's true.
Right? You know what I'm saying? If the barrier itself was the thing that was making her special and altering her molecules or whatever, then why did it let her through to begin with? Right? And so that makes me question, like, okay, but then why is Wanda letting her through?
You could have something about discrepancies in the system, but like you were saying, or you could also have a theory about the snap. And that would help apply to the beekeeper dude, too.
You mean discrepancies in the system?
Yeah, because literally it's like maybe people who are snapped back or something. Like,
okay.
Because that would explain how that dude got in, too. I forgot about that guy, actually.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that dude. Because some people are able to get through, but they aren't the people that Wanda is allowing
it's
to
very
get through.
odd.
You know? And so if Wanda is not... Yeah, it's got to be, like, discrepancy. Like, it's just too... She can't hold everyone back.
And then we had that, like, super epic moment with her, like, going almost full villain. Which was kind of cool, but I feel like a big character moment. Like, between the whole Hayward moment, was it last episode or the episode before? And then this moment, it was like, dude. You know, where Monica was like, oh, he's making you the villain. And she's like, maybe I am. And it was like, whoa, you're seeming like a little, you know, unstable... like, scary.
Yeah, I mean, because that's not... I mean, I feel like that's once again we got to talk about like what a hero actually is, right? And so
I mean,
it seems very
the full discussion will come, I'm sure.
Yeah, like I
at
feel
the
like
end.
it seems you know, even if you want to save Vision, you know, doing this whole thing is not like it's not just right as a person, you know.
But I also
forget
think
even being a hero.
I also
right?
think that there's a potential for like a divulging into, you know, I guess that's why I was bringing it up, because it was like at least watching it even again, it's like, whoa, like that's kind of like a moment where it's like that's more than just like, you know. Once again, I feel like we have to save that discussion for when we have all the information.
No, yeah. It just feels
like that moment. It's like, it seems like her character is like turning almost.
Well, the biggest thing is that it feels like there is, you know how there's certain characters that will never do certain things, right? But then there's certain characters that there's a possibility that something could happen to them and they would do that.
Yeah.
Right. She's feeling like she's one of those characters that like, okay, you're starting to show signs of like you could be a villain, you know? Other characters I'd be like, no, you can't be a villain, right?
Yeah.
Even if like a lot of stuff happens, like you would not be a villain. You would, you know, stand your ground. Whereas here, she feels like she's putting her own feelings kind of like first before like thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels kind of like that.
Yeah.
And because she's put in this desperate sort of emotional state, she is starting to like
crack almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a little sketchy. I mean, it's possible, you know, that whole villain thing.
Which, I mean, I have to also, like, I know this is really evil of me to say, but like, she'd be kind of a dope villain. you know, like that would be
like, just in like Marvel standards, like,
do you know how epic storytelling that would be? Like a multi-film villain origin story.
Oh yeah,
like that would be dope.
It would be the first like of her, like one of our heroes, you know, actually becoming like, yeah, like a villain. That would be kind of cool, actually. Like legitimately. Yeah.
So just interesting.
Yeah. So. I'm still unsure of the...
Oh, there's Tommy and Billy, too. We don't know where they are. Just to throw that out there.
Oh, I'm telling you, bro. I was telling you, Agatha was like... was all over them, you know? That's got to be one of the... That's got to be like... I feel like that's got to be a big part of it.
Something. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're still... They're like...
So what about them, though?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure, but the fact that remember, their existence is still so, like, awkward and weird. Like, what are they? We still have no idea, you know? Yeah. And so I feel like it has something to do with them or something. I mean, that's why I feel like...
Like similar to Vision?
What do you mean similar to Vision?
And like Hayward?
Possibly. I feel like Hayward's a lot less like, how should I say, like devious, sinister.
I mean, this lady gave us a straight up like throat evil witch laugh.
Well, I mean, she feels a lot more manipulative and like, you know, she's trying to get Wanda to create something, right? You know, or right, that could be a thing.
Which would then counter the idea of them having the same power set. Just to throw that out there.
Well, I don't know, because just because you play basketball doesn't mean you're Michael Jordan.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Agatha's just like street ball.
She's probably, you know, dang, I can't win the world championship. I got to get someone else to do it for me, right? So something like that, right?
That's true.
But as Hayward feels a lot more like, I want Vision. He's strong. I can control him. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. I feel like his goals are a lot more like, unless of course there's some sort of twist.
Well, I either way, I do actually feel like that part of the story is not you know, it's almost like, okay, I want to hear his side of it.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I'm
Like
interested to see-
they read it on a phone. Like, cool, but we need more to that.
That's
it's,
true.
You know.
Yeah, but it just feels like his he's not like it's not like we don't really know anything about like what he kind of wants. It feels like
he's actually
we kinda
pretty
know.
simple.
Yeah, like I mean, he probably
He's like
wants
pretty utilitarian as far as we've seen. But it's not. I get what you mean. It's not like that malicious like.
Well, it's not like Agatha's feels like a whole different sort of side of things, right?
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
We'll see.
hopefully we have Vision right on the way. Can't he?
Yeah. Yeah. So we got Vision on the way, and we don't know what happened to Monica.
It's true. We had Monica at the end there.
It's like maybe good,
Well,
maybe bad.
I don't even know what house. Was that the house?
That was the basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah. So we'll
So
see
that goes.
what happens. But yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. As always, full length reaction is going to be up on our Patreon, as well as next week's reaction. If you guys want to go ahead and check, that'll actually be the season finale. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out. And yeah, thank you for joining us here. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, welcome. Hopefully you stick around, like and subscribe. We got tons of more Marvel content coming, tons more superhero stuff, and tons of stuff we've already watched. And if you do, hopefully we will see you all in the next video.